Welcome back to the Buds in the Box podcast. Before we get started, make sure you guys go check out the giveaway details in the description below. And also, we have a huge announcement today. We are super excited to announce that we are partnering with Manscaped. If you guys don't know what Manscaped is, they're the best men's grooming brand, and they just released their new product, the Lawnmower 4.0, and they're nice enough to send us all their new product with a few extra gifts. Felly has them right now. Let's see them.
Yeah, guys. So Manscaped was nice enough to send us this awesome pair of boxers, really comfortable, really clean. They also sent us a T-shirt, 100% cotton. That's the back, that's the front. Just got the logos on it, really cool. And then obviously the main product, the Lawnmower 4.0. Its packaging is awesome. Everything about it is it's really cool. Like it works super well. Everything about it. So as you can see here, we've got the product. And when you turn it on, lights
That's
up.
sick.
It's got the light. It's waterproof. It works super well. Everything about it is just so clean and so look at that. It just looks awesome. So guys, you got to go check out Manscaped, and we have our 20% discount code that comes along with free shipping. That'll be in the description.
Yep,
So
Buds 20.
Buds 20. So go check that out.
Yeah. And then shifting gears to the Leafs game tonight. The Leafs win 5-2 against the Montreal Canadiens. Before the game started, we had some lineup changes. Thornton was playing with Matthews and Marner again in light of Foligno's injury, which we did get an update about. He should be back within the next week. And then another weird one, Trevor Nosen, or I don't even know how you say it.
Nesson, Nosen.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying it differently. So
Raro called them Nation.
Nason, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the lineup today for Adam Brooks. And I mean, he had a pretty good game today. He was noticeable sometimes.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're trying to test everyone out before the playoffs. So
Mm,
Yeah.
they know that they know what they're going to get out of Brooks now,
yeah,
because he's played in a few games. They know what they're going to get out of Engvall. So they're trying to give everyone a shot so they, can kind of solidify their lineup a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, and obviously, the 5-2 score. All most of that came in the first period. A dominant first period by the Leafs. 4 goals. We'll just go through them one by one. So the first goal, 15 seconds in, Galchenyuk scores from Nylander and Tavares. Good forecheck, and then I mean, as good as much as I want to say that it was a good goal, I mean it was just a backhand from the slot on net in traffic. And Caden Primo, he was a little bit shaky, but we'll take it. What'd you guys think?
Sometimes, putting the puck on net, you can't go wrong putting the puck on net. So that's what Galchenyuk did, and he got. I wouldn't even say lucky, but he caught a cold goalie. So, that's what happens when you put the puck on net, especially early in the game. The goalie doesn't have a chance to feel at the puck yet. So it's a good goal. The whole forecheck, the whole play was just nice. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of us were expecting that. But that
no.
was a good way to start off the game for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then 3 minutes later, the next shift for Tavares' line, Tavares scores from Muzzin. Great forecheck by Simmons to create the turnover. Tavares gets the puck off the turnover, pass it to Muzzin. Muzzin shoots, and then Tavares gets his own rebound. He gets Muzzin's rebound, and puts it in the back of the net. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think Tavares had a great game. Um, Goal and an assist at the end of the game, but and actually came within his first two shifts, the goal and the assist. So
Yep.
no, he played a great game. I think he also caught the goalie a bit off guard. Goalie's rebound control looked a little bit wonky. Jude, you can get into that if you want, but he didn't direct into the corner for some reason. But no, Tavares just made a really nice play by staying with the puck. He didn't let it go. So he stayed with the puck. That was actually that rebound was pretty bad, and then the Engvall goal was also bad.
Oh
But
yeah.
I think that's what I was more thinking of. But yeah, he stayed with the puck, and that's what you have to do to score goals. So
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. You're right about that. The Tavares rebound also was not a good rebound, and that's a cold goalie, right? I don't know if it was nerves, if it was Toronto, if it was something, but yeah, something was in his head that game, and I think that We jumped on the Canadians quick, and they didn't have Price back there to play like Price, and that's what comes from it. And that looked like Tavares. That's a Tavares we know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I mean, to be fair though, Caden Primo, he didn't really have a good game. He was out of position for all four of those goals, if I'm being honest. I don't really know too much about that goalie stuff, but you could easily tell. I kind of want to group both these goals together just because they kind of relate to the same issue that Primo was having. So that Engvall goal that Feli mentioned, Engvall was just cutting down the line, took a shot, and then Primo was kind of like out of his net a lot, and he gave the rebound right to Engvall, and then Engvall just got his own rebound, and Primo almost saved it, but Engvall got that goal, and then on Marner's goal, 6 minutes later, um, it's more, I'd say 50-50 on this one. Primo plays Marner because of his shooting mentality that he's been working on. So he has to respect the shooter. And then Marner just dazzles him, goes around him, and then scores from basically behind the net. So a little bit on Caden Primo's fault for playing, so far out. But obviously you have to respect the shooter, and especially with Marner's shooter's mentality. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, in terms of that goal, Marner, that's just Marner's dazzle, his magician-like skills, displaying against just a goalie who's been pretty good this season, including them having their starter injured and everything like that. So no hate to Primo whatsoever. But in that sense, you could tell his confidence was at an all-time low. Three quick ones, and he just said, "You know what, Marner, here's a gift, and I'll just play this terribly." Like he could have just easily stayed on his feet, backed up with Marner, and then Marner probably would have tried to wrap it or something. But at that point, all you're thinking about is can't get scored on, can't get scored on. And then you get scored on. You know what I mean? So it's that's just it. It kind of sucks for the kid, but I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, he really thought he was shooting, and Marner did a great job of faking him out. And like I've said in past podcasts, Marner is gaining respect from the league in terms of respecting his shot, because now everyone's realizing that he's not just a playmaker. He's got a wicked wrist shot too. So he can shoot the puck just as well as, no, not just as well as he can play make, but he can shoot the puck. So, that's got to be respected. And that's just a really good play. I don't know if any goalie has that. I mean, it depends on the way you play it. But that's a pretty hard, that's a thing where that's a play where there's only like literally 5 players in the world that can like even think about doing that, So that one you can't blame it on the goalie, and that's just Mitch Marner, right? Doing what he does. So
Yeah, and Joe Thornton and Rasmus Sandin were credited for the assists.
Yeah.
And that extends Joe Thornton's 6-game point streak to a 7-game point streak. Which, I mean, you're obviously going to get a point playing with Matthews and Marner, but most of those points were with Adam Brooks and Jason Spezza. So it just shows that Thornton wants to be an important part to this cup, and he's hungry for that cup. If they win the cup, that would be legendary, or that would make Joe Thornton even more legendary than he already is. Switching gears to the second period, though, not the best period for the Leafs. We missed a little bit of it. We missed Mikheyev's goal, which got called off. So still 4-0. And then Caulfield scores 14 minutes into the second, which, I mean, that's going to happen. I know Habs fans are gonna say something about that, like, oh, he got his 5-on-5 goal. I don't want to like start an argument or be like one of those Leafs fans that hates the Habs fans, but that was all Stalin Perry. Like if you make it a highlight reel, it's just gonna be a video of Cole Caulfield putting it into the empty net, right?
And yeah, we're not trying to discredit him.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good player, and that right place, right time. That's a really hard skill to have in the NHL.
Exactly. And yeah, we're not trying to discredit his abilities to score or anything like that, but anyone's in that spot, it's pretty hard to miss it, right? So it's not that, you know what? for being in his 5th game in the NHL or 6th or 7th game or whatever, it's pretty awesome that he has 3 goals. Don't get me wrong. But that's the type of goal where it's anyone could score that, So not to discredit him, that's awesome that he's scoring goals and he's getting goals 5-on-5 now, not just in overtime. But it's not like one of those goals where it's like, wow, he really showed off his shot there, or like he really, knew where to put that puck. It was a tap in goal. So, but credit to him that he was in the right place at the right time. That's not easy to do in the NHL. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Jude, did you have anything for that one?
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Whole Schmawfield.
Wow.
From a goalie's perspective, Jack Campbell couldn't really do anything. It was a good play by the Canadiens. And they woke up in that second period. I think a lot of us can speak from experience. You have a bad period in hockey. You let in 4 goals. Your coach is going to rip you a new one in the dressing room, and you're going to come out, with fire under your ass. So that's obviously what happened with the Canadiens. And, they were going to put up a fight. They weren't just going to let the game go down the drain. And that's what they did. Caulfield scores that. And then into the third period, 3 minutes in, Lettinen scores. And, just kind of a scramble in front of the net, in front of Campbell. And then a backhand. I think it was over his glove a little bit, kind of to the side. What can you do? That's going to happen. Jack Campbell's been so consistent. He can't get a shutout every game. But, 1-2 goals here, that's all you can ask from a goalie, really, right? Did you guys have any opinions on that goal?
Well, I just want to chime in and say you said with the Galchenyuk goal that was kind of like lucky, but I found that a very similar goal. Just kind of a scrum in front, puck was bouncing around, hit it out of the air, backhand, both were, and it's next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. Those are extremely tough. That's a knuckleball for a goalie. You as hard as it is to hit a baseball as a knuckleball, it's just as hard to watch the puck come in and like go like that kind of thing. It's extremely difficult, and that's just a bad one. And Campbell probably like necked himself or something in the back of the net because he was upset about just the way he looked to the skyward. But man, you just gotta ease up on himself. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, really well. Campbell's something like 14-2-2 or 16-2-2.
Yeah,
unbelievable number. Just it's insane. It's insane that that's even his number. So
yeah,
can't blame him for that. And then in terms of Lettinen,
I don't even know.
Lekkinen. Sorry, Lettinen's not
Arturi Lekkinen.
Lekkinen. That's a good play. Not getting too fancy with it. Just like Galchenyuk, just putting it on the net. You really can't go wrong by putting it on net. A coach is never going to get mad at you for putting the puck on net,
including from where he was on the ice.
Exactly. So especially if there's a bouncing puck, the goalie's going to have trouble with it. You put the puck on net. Last resort in some situations, you just put the puck in net and nothing. It really can't go wrong. The puck is either going to go in the net, or you're going to get a shot on net, or the goalie's going to give out a rebound, or the play stops. So really, it's a really safe play to make, and being too fancy sometimes gets in people's heads. I mean, we saw Tavares and Nylander on a 2-on-1 this game, and Tavares really Nylander really could have just shot it.
Yeah.
And it's hard on 2-on-1s, but just like Mitch Marner told me that day, create a breakaway for yourself if the defenseman is taking away the pass, right? So defenseman's taking away the pass, don't try and force it. Shoot the puck on net. What's going to go wrong, right? It's either going to go in, or there's going to be a stoppage of play, or there's going to be a rebound. So
yeah, and right after that, to seal the deal and stab the dagger into the hearts of the Canadiens, because really this game, it doesn't matter for us per se, right? We basically clinched first place. I think we did with these 2 points. I'm not sure though. But for the Canadiens, they're fighting for that third spot. They want to play Edmonton. They don't want to play us, right? So they're competing with the Jets for that third place spot. So they really need that win tonight. And the dagger to make it 5-2. Who else but Auston freaking Matthews for the 40th goal of the season in 49 games? I'll let you guys take this one.
40 goals in 49 games played. That's unbelievable. You know, to see a Toronto Maple Leaf do that is awesome. He's leading the league in goals by 9 goals. He's doing all these amazing things, goal scoring wise and just hockey wise. That it's awesome to see. It's like it's like, it's crazy to say, like, we have the literally top 3 player in the entire league.
Yeah.
Right? No, not a lot of teams can say that. The Avalanche and the Oilers can say that, right? And the Leafs. So the Leafs are lucky to have 2 of the best players in the league, but Matthews is just on a completely different level. And I want everyone to take a second and think that he is 23.
Yep, 23.
23. He's not in his prime. He's not in his prime, and he's on pace to get 70 goals right now. If there was obviously, you got to play 82 games to see that. But if he would be on pace for almost 70 goals.
Yeah,
I think
he scores
more
a goal
than that
every game. It's crazy.
So he's 23 and he's got a lot left in him. So I'm excited. What do you think, Jude? I mean, I'm just excited to see what he can do in his prime. Marner and Matthews. if this isn't their prime right now, I don't know what,
Yeah, for sure. But I just want to say one thing is that goal, the dagger, as you said, Eric, and also the 40th and 49. It's just the way he scored it. We still don't know how.
We
don't know how.
see. We don't know how it went in. If it went 5-hole or if it went far side in slow motion, we couldn't tell.
Was it short side? Was it far side? Was it 5-hole?
Yeah,
like,
we thought it was
motion. We couldn't see the puck.
Yeah. Like through the bodies, that release where what he was looking at, I don't even know, but the puck was in the net and we were hyped for it for sure. And yeah, that's just a great way to finish off the Habs, have his 40th, and do it in a fancy way.
I mean, he picks off spots that are literally just the size of the puck.
Yeah.
When you saw that angle, there was an angle they showed from the camera that there was nothing. He had no angle at the net, and he found a way to get it in. So
we didn't get a
40 goals.
So.
We didn't get 5G.
We did get the 5G view. We didn't get it, but we got it a bunch of times for Caulfield's goal. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, that was an impossible angle for Caulfield. So.
Yeah. No, he had no net to shoot out there. That was unbelievable.
Oh man, we might get ripped on for that. But yeah, Leafs win 5-2. I don't know if they clinched the North Division. I haven't seen a stat yet. But I
don't see how they couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Leafs win 5-2. Campbell moves to 16-2-2. We're getting ready for the playoffs. Can't wait. Do you guys have any last comments? Nope.
No.
All right. So thank you for listening on Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been the Buds in the Box. Thank you for watching or listening. Bye for now.